Be careful when you rebalance your portfolio, my friends. I'm telling you right now. So I did the video on my man Fritz Gilbert's theretirementmanifesto.com. He had a blog post on implementing the 3-bucket strategy or the bucket strategy. He's got a 3-bucket. Yeah, my preference is a 2-bucket, but the 2-bucket is pretty much a 3-bucket, just with 2 moving parts: Wellington, Wellesley, and cash, or a total stock index and cash. Basically, 2 moving parts. Fritz has 3. That's fine. It's the same thing. The only thing, so I want to share with you one comment this my man Kevin made, which is a good comment, and Kevin's been around for a long time, so much obliged, sir. He says 2 or 3 times a year to rebalance is nothing. It's 3 trades to replenish your cash. I would do one market high and do once. Here's my suggestion. I don't know. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, and I'm not saying that's wrong. However, I'm warning you about be careful of market watching. You're going to get, should I rebalance now? The market's up, 10%, but tomorrow will be up 11%. You have to have rules in this because you'll spend so much time in agony market watching. Look, I've been in this business since 1998, dealing with people and how they analyze their investments. I'm telling you right now, many people, they'll watch the markets on a daily basis relative to the portfolio and try to make a decision on what just transpired that previous day. Don't fucking do that. Now, look, if you're an active, I got some clients who are active traders. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Can they beat the market? I have no clue. They don't know. But I mean, look, if they enjoy it, I got no qualm with that. If they're willing to take on the risk, I got no qualm with that. I got a guy who's heavily leveraged right now. And he's like, look, I think this is my best plan. I'm not going to tell him otherwise. Who do I say? I don't know. The question is what you think you're doing and your risk tolerance. Is that okay? And it's acceptable to a client. It's absolutely acceptable to me, without question. I'm not like that. I'm not. And that's just the way I am. If you can put your head down on your pillow at night and feel pretty secure, you're doing right. I don't care what you're doing. The problem is many people get into this thing like, oh man, I gotta, I don't even know what the markets are doing today. I mean, I know the inflation numbers are bad, but let's see, what are the numbers doing? I have no clue. The best thing I ever did, and look at that 10-year treasury, damn, up to almost 2 now. That is huge, man. That is huge. But even with a 10-year treasury up to 2, so check this out. Oh my goodness, look at that. It went from 1.4 to 2. That's a yield, by the way, in the last 6 months or so. So that's a pretty significant increase. 60 basis points off 1.4. That's, hold on, we'll come back to what I'm talking about here in just a second. Oops, that's the clock. I need my calculator. Where is it? Calculator. 60 off 1.4. That's hold on a second. 60 divided by 1.4. That's a 43% increase in yields in 6 months' time. That's pretty significant. However, if you look at the big picture, that was what we'd probably call a dead cat bounce. All right, I mean, look at that. You can see a steady decline in interest rates. If you think it's going back up there, I don't know what to tell you. It's just not a huge. That's a dead cat bounce. All right. So anyway, going back to what I was saying here. So now someone's saying, "Oh my goodness, my bonds are being knocked around. Now's a good time to rebalance because stocks are up." Maybe, but if you're doing that on a regular basis, you're wasting so much time. The market doesn't care for you. It doesn't know who you are. It has no emotions whatsoever. Mr. Market, as I think Buffett called it, or somebody. I think it was Buffett in one of his books or something. Yeah, I think it is in his annual statements. I think he calls it Mr. Market. Was that Munger? I can't remember. But anyway, please don't call, folks. My phone rings off the hook. It drives. I get people leaving messages and I don't check them. Like when I'll check them, it'll be an inopportune time for me to call back. So I just don't call, please. If you have something, email me. I check my emails on a regular basis. I even check it from my phone. I'm going down to the doctor today in Sandy Springs. I'll be checking emails. You know what I'm saying? When I'm sitting in the wait room with my stupid mask on, I'll be sitting there just firing away emails. Don't call. Just please don't do that. That's a salesman from Phoenix. I thought I blocked that clown. But anyway, point being, if you're checking the markets on a regular basis, you're wasting time because there's nothing you can do about it. This is what I do. Once a year, just go in there and rebalance. No big deal. If you want to do it 4 times a year, it's fine. But my man Kevin said he does it when the markets are high once a year. Like, when is the market high? Is today high? Tomorrow? I mean, who knows? Just don't waste your time. It's a losing proposition to rebalance on a regular basis if you're forever watching the markets. Dude, grandkids need to be thrown in the air and say, "Grampy!" Grandkids need to be, dogs need to be walked. Your wife needs to be freaking hugged. You got food to make instead of freaking eating out. You got things to do with your time that'll enhance your life. The market checking won't do it. Again, if you enjoy it, I got no qualm with it. I have no qualm at all. If it's something you're liking, but if you're like, oh, I don't know, man, it's kind of like analysis by paralysis by analysis. Stop. Just wait for the first year and say, boom, boom, boom. I have no clue what my market's doing. I've none what my portfolio is doing. I have no idea at all. And the reason is because I've seen so many people waste so much time in my history of being a professional. There's a voicemail. Hey, this is a guy from Phoenix who's like, what does he want? Sell me on his portfolio so I can. I'm like, dude, you notice I don't do any advertising. I mean, YouTube puts ads on there and it pays me, so I appreciate that. But I don't do any sponsorships or any ads like that. If I'm not using your product, I'm not recommending an advertising. I tell you that right now. I get people all the time like, can you promote my product? I say, no, I'm not promoting your stupid product. I don't care what it is. I don't like when, Clay Travis. Now, he doesn't do it as much anymore as he used to. He used to drive me crazy. He had like 4 or 5 ads. And I was like, dude, can you stop with this? It's embarrassing, actually. How much money do you need, brother? And I don't think he does it on his videos anymore. Thank goodness. I mean, at least the last couple I've seen. All right. Point being is, when you're watching the market, you're literally not doing things you should be doing to enhance your life. If watching the market is enhancing life, well, so be it. Do it. But most people, it's not. Most people shouldn't be watching. They should be doing other things. Getting some fresh air. Going fishing. Working on that side hustle. Reading a book, for heaven's sake. Everything is better than watching the market. All right. We'll see you guys. Love to hear your thoughts.